Hello everybody, how are you guys? I hope you guys are good. Okay, so I don't have a lot of time, but I did want to tell you a little bit more about this trafficking motel, which I mentioned before, the Red Roof Inn. Now, right now, there are 43 federal lawsuits in the works. However, they were part of a huge trial in June of 2024 where they decided to settle in the middle of the trial because they knew they had no chance of winning and it looked so bad for their brand. They were accused of ignoring trafficking signs for profit. Survivors and attorneys claim that they knowingly overlooked clear signs of sex trafficking at numerous U.S. locations, prioritizing money over victim safety. 39 states and 115 hotels involved in the lawsuits testimony. Involved in the lawsuits. Testimony from former employees suggests that hotel staff and management were aware of, and in some cases facilitated or participated, in the trafficking activities themselves. Red Roof has reached settlements with women and girls, who filed lawsuits stating that they were victims of sex trafficking at their properties. Investigations indicate that sex trafficking reached an epidemic level at Red Roof locations, with the number of victims estimated to be in the thousands. Now, check this out. You want to know something interesting? In New York State, and I'm sure it's the same in other states, Department of Social Services works in affiliation with Red Roof Inn. Department of Social Services sends homeless individuals and families to Red Roof Inn and houses them there. Now, knowing this, knowing they have these 43 federal lawsuits underway, knowing they just went through a huge trial in June of 2024, explain to me why the Department of Social Services would knowingly house women and children in these motels. Think about that. The Red Roof trafficking case was settled in the middle of the trial due to the claims being so bad for the chain. There is much more information on this, but I only had a couple of minutes, so I'm going to just walk you around this motel, which is why now they have all these brand new cameras installed all through the hallways, because they didn't before this trial. They didn't before these allegations. Women and girls, a lot of whom were underage. But yet, the staff overlooked it, management overlooked it, knew about it, knew these things were happening, knew women and girls were being trafficked in here. As a matter of fact, one of the managers in an email, one of the corporate managers in an email, and I believe this was for the Atlanta division, joked about how the pimps and hoes that stayed at the motel liked snacks with their smokes, referring to an upgrade where they put snack stations in there. Now, I'm not saying this is, what I'm about to say, I'm not saying this is affiliated or has anything to do with the fact that it happened inside of this Red Roof Inn. However, my daughter and my son they have hot chocolate and coffee that they offer in the lobby. Both of my daughter and my son tried the hot chocolate, okay? Now, mind you, it's in the little packets, like it's not open. It's not like a container. But both of them, as soon as they started drinking it, said that they immediately felt weird. Like, that's how they could describe it. They immediately felt weird. And I grabbed it and made them throw that shit in the garbage. So I'm not saying that has anything to do with it or anything like that. But my kids have been drinking hot chocolate forever and never had a problem. And for them to say, I don't know, it just made me feel weird, was enough for me. So that is why I am making this video about this place. Let me hear your thoughts down in the comment section below. I love you guys. Stay strong, stay healthy, stay safe. Keep asking those hard questions. Keep spreading that light. And I will see you all next time.